So, Spider-Man No Way Home has been ramping up anticipation for ages now, ever since the crazy rumours of the Spider-Verse started circulating. And today, I recently saw a rumour about one of the possible Spider-Men in this film, so strap yourselves in because this is a pretty huge rumour to talk about. So, on the back of all these Spider-Verse rumours, another possible rumour emerged that Andrew Garfield's version of Spider-Man will end up sticking around in the main MCU by the end of the film. Now, the first question is, why? Why would this version of Spider-Man want to stick around in this universe? Now, the first theory I had is that it could be possible due to the TVA's intervention, the antagonists in Loki, but I sort of found that a bit unlikely. So instead, my theory is that it could be due to some kind of cosmic threat that stops Andrew's Spidey from going back to his main universe. However, I do have a different theory that I think might actually work better. So, with the rumours of the Sinister Six, and we do have quite a few rumours here, because we've got rumours of, we've got confirmation of Jamie Foxx's Electro coming back, rumours of Rhys Ifans' Lizard from First Amazing Spider-Man coming back, and Rhino from Amazing Spider-Man 2 coming back. And on top of that, we're supposed to be getting Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, which has been confirmed, Thomas Hayden Church as Sandman, and Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin. So we're possibly going to be getting the Sinister Six in at least some capacity. Now, by the end of the film, I'd expect maybe these Spider-Men to try and get back to their main universes, and it's even possible that we could see a different fate for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. However, that is for another video that I will get to another day, so I'm not going to talk about that now. However, the theory that sort of concerns Andrew's version of Peter Parker is very cool. So, I think this idea is going to be interesting because I'm going to be straightforward here. The Clone Saga from the Spider-Man comics, it's not really going to happen in the MCU anytime soon, unless they get some decent actors, and it would just be very difficult to produce. And not only that, but if they did the Clone Saga in the MCU, it would be really difficult, and they'd have to get Tom Holland to play all the characters, which would probably be very expensive as well, and difficult to film, not to mention, but anyway, Andrew's version of Peter could even end up taking on one of these roles in the MCU. Which role, you ask? The Scarlet Spider. Now, it's easier than taking on the Clone Saga storyline because A, we'd already have an established character with Spider-Man's powers. Number 2, Andrew's version of the character has a lot of experience with his powers already. And not to mention, seeing the Scarlet Spider would be very cool, even if it's not sort of the Ben Reilly version of the character from the comics. But my theory is, by the end of the film, Andrew's version of Peter Parker will possibly take on the name Ben Reilly and fight crime as a new spider-themed hero, the Scarlet Spider. So, why is this a good idea, I hear you asking? Well, I think it's a great way to go, because not only is the Clone Saga a complicated storyline in the comics with characters like Ben Reilly, the Jackal and Kane, but it would also leave room for more spider-themed heroes to join the roster, because it leaves room for characters like Miles Morales to join later down the line, hopefully. If Tom Holland is going to play Spider-Man for a long time, then maybe after he leaves, then Miles Morales is possibly going to take over as the new Spider-Man, which would be pretty cool to see. But not only that, there are also other spider-themed heroes that we could even see down the line. We could see the Scarlet Spider, as I've just mentioned, but we could also see other characters like Mayday Parker, Spider-Girl, and if possible we could even see Spider-Man 2099 showing up. Now, that's going to be difficult because there is also a lot of logistics that come with that, given that Sony do own the cinematic rights to Spider-Man, but really, I think the MCU really does know what they're doing with Spider-Man at this rate. Okay. So, what do you guys think about this theory? Will Andrew Spidey stick around the MCU following No Way Home? If you guys have any other ideas, then let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, go and check out my new podcast, The Movie Geeks with Brandon Prime. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care, everyone.